What's up guys, it's Wednesday, which means it's time for another episode of The Watchtower with your host DK. Today we're going to be looking at an homage watch that homages a watch you've never seen before, made by a company you've probably never heard of before, and homaged by a company you've never heard of before either. I know that seems really odd, but trust me, stick with me for this one. You're going to want to see this watch. I'm not going to waste any more time on this intro. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so here's the watch we're going to be looking at today. This is the DOM M-517L-1M. Again, really catchy name for these ones. They just give it a model number. Inside in the box here you get the watch, which as I was describing is nothing like you've ever seen before. There's a side profile shot for you. We'll get into the specifications in a minute. Inside in the box itself you get this little watch tag. So it says DOM Precision and Expertise Watchmaking Expert. I'll be the judge of that. And we have this little pink polishing cloth with the DOM logo on it and their website. So DOM Yeah, let's get rid of that. Underneath this little foam here, we got a screwdriver. I'm not really sure why we have that. Maybe that'll become apparent in a minute. And underneath the foam, we have got ourselves, what have we got here? We've got oh, it's a guarantee card. I'm actually shocked at the price of this because it was so cheap. 12 months guarantee. It's unsigned, but 12 months guarantee is pretty crazy. And inside then is the instruction booklet for all the DOM watches in Chinese and English. And okay, the screwdriver is actually used to adjust the bracelet, which I'll show you in a minute. So guys, DOM are homaging the Xeric Halograph, which are a Kickstarter brand. They're retailing for about $450 to $500. However, I paid just €13.65 for my homage. So guys, let's get into the stats and specifications of this watch. It is 66 grams, very light, and 11.3 millimeters thick, so very thin. You've got a 40 millimeter diameter, 43 if you include the crown, 44.5 millimeter lug tip to lug tip, 20 millimeter bracelet with no taper on that Milanese mesh. It's got that 3-piece fold over clasp, and it has a Seiko VJ52 basic quartz movement with a date function in the back. Alright, I'm going to go over some of the features of this watch. You can see down there at 6 o'clock there is a date function. It has a quick set date function, meaning if you pull it out to the first stage of the crown here, you can wind the date forward. So if you wind back towards you, you cannot wind it back, but if you wind away, you can see it's winding forward there pretty easily. And we're just going to get it back to the 26th, which is the date I'm filming today. So we'll just get there now. So guys, a second pull of the crown here will allow you to move the hands. You can see those stars and moons. I will explain how you use those to read the time. My girlfriend always jokes, all my watches tell time, what's so different? Well, this one is very different and tells time very differently. Let's flip it over, and on the back you can see this decorated back. You can see the DOM logo and a pirate ship or a Chinese junker, I'm not sure which, along with 3 ATM, 30 meters water resistance. Do not use this for showering or swimming. It's good for getting caught in the rain and washing your hands. That's about it. Anything else you will ruin this watch. Also, this is a hardlex crystal rather than sapphire. Sapphire is designed not to scratch, but it will shatter if really put under pressure. Hardlex tends to scratch. And just to prove that, here's my L'Oreal, which is a sapphire crystal. And you can see there, good strong reading, 3 to 4 orange bars on our diamond selector too. And the hardlex on the DOM, no reading at all. This is a mineral crystal and it is less durable to taking a whack. So guys, I did promise you I'd tell you how to read the time on this watch, and if you look down there in the black portion of the watch, just by the 6 o'clock position, you can see a short and a long moon hand. These are the hands you can use to tell the time normally, so it's 20 to 6 according to this. However, you can also use the top portion. You can see these red hands pointing at 40 and just between 5 and 6, which means that it is 20 to 6. And it's a really handy thing to have because sometimes it's hard to tell by the position of the blue moon hands, and it's also something that you don't see on any other watch. I just think it's a cool function to have, and it's really different. So guys, it's time for some macro shots. You can see this white printed dial on top of a black starry dial. The numbers are printed on in black and blue. You can see around there the perimeter of it. In the middle you have this ticking wheel, which is actually where the second hands come from. It ticks once per second. You can see it turning over there. Date function down there at 6, and this starry kind of night sky look down there at the between 3 and 9 and 6. You can really see there, that's a very interesting dial. I've never seen one like that except on the Xeric, of course. And here it is guys, out in some natural light, so you can see there, no anti-reflective coating, very thin on the wrist. It looks really well I think on this Milanese mesh strap. Nothing too spectacular on this one. We can see that signed clasp, but it's just a really nice watch. There's not a whole lot to say about it. That's just it. Oh, go on then. Here it is on a black leather strap. There is no loom shot for this watch because it doesn't come with any loom. Honestly, the black strap looks fine. It goes well with the black and white colour scheme, but I wouldn't take it off the
So guys,
Milanese.
we're going to go through the likes and the dislikes on this watch. A couple of likes and only 2 dislikes, so we're doing well. First thing I like is the design and the colour scheme of this watch. There is a gold and black version as well, but the white and black is the way to go for me. Also, the price is $13.67 with a date function. How do they do it? With a Japanese Seiko movement in the back. Very thin and very light on the wrist. Very easy to forget you're actually wearing it, which is nice. Sometimes you just want to throw a watch on and leave it there. The fact that it does have that date function as well is great. It's a thing that I really like to have on my watches. I don't often need a day function, but a date function is always handy. And as well, this bracelet is excellent quality for the price. €13.67, guys, again, is what this watch cost me in total. Honestly, I would have paid €8 or €9 for the bracelet alone. I think it's a really good system. It's a hook and clasp, so it hooks on over the top, and then you click it down, and then this little logo piece over the top will fold over and just keep it in place as it should be. So we have it there, and we click it into place. Nice and easy to open again. Here we go. Nice and secure. You can see I'm giving that a really good pull. It really doesn't want to open. It's very secure. You don't have to worry about it sliding off your wrist. The other thing I'm going to show you now is how to adjust the bracelet as well. So this fits my 7-inch wrist. It's almost to the third last setting. You can see here there's these little grooves and this little clasp. So what you do is you take the screwdriver you've been given with the watch itself. Here we are. And you dig it into the second hole here. And it just flips this little lid up. And that allows you to slide this along to fit into some of these little grooves. So you get a micro adjust as such for about 2mm. Nice and easy, should fit everybody's wrists. No issue at all. And then once you've selected where you want it to go, you simply just pop the clasp back down, which is kind of hard to do with these gloves on, but you pop the clasp back down, wait till you hear a click, and Bob's your uncle. So guys, you're probably wondering, how in God's green earth can I have any complaints for a watch I paid so little for? Well, I've only got 2 and one of them's pretty minor. I'd prefer if the 3 ATM water resistance or 30 meters was 50. I just prefer to have that extra little bit of reassurance, even if you're never going swimming with this. And the other one is a bit more major. The red star hands don't actually cross over the numbers. So on the watch that this is homaging, they actually line up over the 7 that you can see there at the top. And this they stop a bit short. I have asked DOM to do this in their next production run. So guys, there you have it. One of the most unusual and interesting watches you're ever likely to see. This one by DOM. It really is an absolute stunning watch. It's a real conversation starter as well. I mean, there's one watch that looks like it because it's an homage, but very few people will have ever seen a watch that looks anything like this. And I think for the price of it, which I paid under €14 for, it's so hard to beat. You're getting a watch with a Japanese quartz movement, a pretty good Milanese mesh. You're also getting a date function and a watch that doesn't look like anything 99% of the population have ever seen before. So guys, that's been the review. If you liked it, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you'd like me to see you do in future videos. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it really does help. I'm getting in close to 50 subscribers, and when I hit 100, I'll do a giveaway, potentially of this watch actually. So if you like the watch, tell a friend, tell a neighbour, tell a stranger on the street, just get them to subscribe guys, get to 100, and I'll try and give this bad boy away. Till next Wednesday guys, I've been DK, your host, and I'll see you soon.